kind of a fan favorite for the crowd, but that is not a dream start whatsoever.
And 4 thrives, 3 eliminations, 4 players still up and kicking. And they will be kicking power out from Hatin going forward. On the other hand, Nongchen Red Force taking a fair bit of damage. AX currently looking a lot more healthy here compared to them. Controlling on the outside of Ruins right now. A little bit tough when you get on the back foot here, especially in terms of meds. Because a lot of these rooms do get cut off, and AX is starting to increase their domain within the Ruins itself.
Yeah, opportunity to play with though. Some weapons established there. Henry in the back line. With the DBS on deck as well, waiting for the close range. A little bit of scouting, keep your distance. No overcommit, they're aware of each other.
This could be good though for Team Falcons, of all teams actually. Head up towards that north side. We know that Ralph does like to scout out towards Ruins in the first place, and with the circle going over towards the east, if you can cut out 2 teams from Ruins, you open up a very consistent, easy path over towards Painan. Here's a replay coming through of all the action that went down over towards Hatin. It was a rough and tumble of a start there for Power.
Yeah, brutal on the replay, catching the highlights from that one actually for Power Gaming. Mid-looting, quick to the drop, just able to make the play on it. Always the chance for maybe a little bit of acclamation if you can stay alive. One player in the opening moments, first 15 seconds, yeah. Not the sort of sight that you'd like to see.
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful peek on it, Blank.
Yeah, good catch. Very, very good catch. And again, to be honest with you, AX, with the amount of control they've had throughout the entirety of this fight, they want to conclude this soon. They know they need to go towards that eastern side where our circle popped.
Equal trade so far. Looking to close the gap with the DBS, but the quick burst back over, looking pretty good actually. These trades though, so messy. Either side taking heavy hits, looking to see if they can convert. DBS just spamming out the shots. Need to play medic, get Henry back on his feet. Got the elevated fight, wide swing out on the corner, drop down into it. And there you have it. Come out on top in the end, being able to shut down the with.
It's a really, really nice start. And Sandhawk is particularly good for this, Jackie, where you're able to get a big lead at the start of the day just because it encourages one team to take control of the match. That was a nice step out from Borizin, honestly. But Devotee, the reaction speeds on that were insane.
It's a good setup for this teammate as well, the way they've read it. You play off the back of the nade into the peaks. You've got to force them into the fight. It's a good engagement, actually. Like, impressive stuff. They've been playing a relatively passive game rather than the hot drop that we sort of start off with, but rotations have been all right. The teamwork looked pretty good. Rough on the move here, though. Limited cover to work with and influence Rage. They take the peak up and do get the shot back over.
If it's quite honest, like it has been hard for them. There hasn't been too many areas to jump in. I mean, Arian will get ahead here. Well, it's Cyrax.
It's the easy cam. Oh, hey,
that's take out influence.
He's literally had the backline this whole time, by the way. He's been slowly making his move in, right? He's rocked up, found influence Rage, and made the play. Oh, easy.
Fair play. Fair play.
2 Elim points. Can't actually turn your nose up at that, Blank.
No, you can't.
Let's see if he does any more. I'm rooting for him. Oh, footsteps heard.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not joking around.
Hey, I mean, he outlived 4 thrives, though, so...
It's really not that bad, considering that could have been literally like a 0-point game. Like,
yeah.
You'll take it.
No, absolutely you will. They got, I think, a 2 off the back of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Gang on Galacticos will finish off Alpha 7, who get 1 pity point in terms of placements. Any other elims that came their way. Team Secret now struggling. And this has been a great setup from Vision. Honestly, this whole time. Look at this line that they've got. You can see it right there. Looking out over towards Team Secret as well as Yangon Galacticos. As they leave that compound, not only will they be trying to tear shreds out of one another, but it also will be Team Vision having some pretty deadly vision their way.
Potential stab in the back as well still. From Joker onto AX as they start to make their rotation over the top. Like you say, it's a good setup from Vision, but also liking what DRX are working with. Oh, hang on though. Volt still keeping the electricity going. More so than anything, right? You're going to have that relatively equal tie right now in the elimination points between both of them. Great game of how they've been keeping themselves involved. It's a nice sprint to at least have an understanding of the rotations in for DRX. Pubg was playing far further out, obviously scouting down. Nade onto the top. Never alone, takes a hefty hit from that one. Got to back up a bit. Team Secret caught in the crossfire as well.
Smile finding a lot of Team Secret there, so stolen away, a lot away from vision, honestly, on their exit. You can see there that Yangon Galacticos, 13 elims this game. An absolute galactic performance from them. Irina goes down. Iron goes down as well. That's the Yangon Galacticos. Another tag on, which takes them up to 14 elims on the first map of the day. Beautiful stuff. It's Team Falcons that I'm interested in. You know, they've had a pretty casual game. They really need to make it count now, though. The big two line on the west towards the roadside to make that happen.
Nade after nade. It's good damage. AX being able to find opportunities to fight on their terms in both matchups we've seen today. Going for the full crash as well. The Rhino maneuver with the vehicles over the top side, hitting heavy onto the Falcons. Now Valo at least with the reply back, good for one.
No.
The nade on top of the team. Oh, Henry goes down and so do the Falcons. Oh mate, feels like no one really wins there.
To be honest, I think that should have been an AX just wipe, and now Valo plays a risky game, drops a nade at his feet, finds two. It's funny as well because Sky is played on like quite a lot of highbrow squads, let's say, where he has not always been the player that everyone looks towards and is like, that's the top player on that squad. So it must be quite nice to be on a team now where he is that star player, but he's still quite a humble dude. So, you know, getting set up, and he's always there looking to capitalize, help his team find that success. And this is an unbelievable position. I talked about earlier where Regnum Karya tried to pick it up early into the game, and it would have had massive success for them should they've been able to hold it versus Horror, but they just came in very, very fast over towards that position. It was super difficult. They're on the outside of the circle now, though, with Nongshim Red Force. I think that's Binny and Tizzy currently playing in a shack of their own, and likely Horror's going to struggle unless they can start finding picks on the outside of the circle over towards AX or Influence Rage.
Yeah, it's been good shots, but it's the fact that they're not really being fully able to convert off the back of it, with the cycling of those knocks being really just stalemated. Henry here, you get the POV from the man, spamming over towards the side. Good split as well from the backside. Sleepy still gets the tag back in. That's an instantaneous shot onto Henry. And they really do just take him out instantly. Good read of the lay of the land as well. So Arian's trapped behind the vehicle. Bullets coming in from the side. 4-5 still trying to keep themselves involved in these encounters and snatch points where they can.
Cyrex tried to edge his way down towards 4-5, but was immediately shut down there. Henry, I think, was on 12 bullets left in the next magazine, so wasn't a lot at all. That's 3 loot crates, by the way, that I can see on the map there. And those could comfortably create some cover, but the speed at which Horror's going to have to set up this Flying V is going to have to be very, very quick. Horror sends out, though, and no one's currently taking shots. Binny and Tizzy are currently encapsulated in smoke. One goes down, but it will be Arian to go down next. And Horror efficiently gets themselves over there, but can they get their player back up again?
4-5s have been doing what they've been doing for so long here as well. The minute there's an opportunity set up by someone else, that's when they capitalize from it. So AX open up the fight. You see the weakness there on Horror. They come in for the sideline sweep, get some damage in. Nongshim Reg.
Alongside that of Alpha 7, now they finally come and they bump head-to-head.
Mormon with the first blood drawn there. Revo goes down, an immediate. Looking for the refrag through the window. Not going to find it. Sliver of HP still there. And now with a nade cooking, it's Alpha 7 who are biting the dust more so than ever. Joker went down earlier, but now it's 3 players alive, and Alpha 7 can't find the fights. Tourniquet goes up the stairs, and immediately with the pump action round the corner, Alpha 7 coming apart of the seams.
Alpha 7, they're falling apart. Carrillo, can he be the hero? Can he be the one to save the day? They're already in shambles. He would be the only one leaving this engagement. Influence Rage, mind you, they might come in for the third party. This fight needs to be finished up, but Carrillo throws a Molotov, and it's going to at least just drop one from the arena, and Carrillo going for an off angle, taking damage, but he has no choice but to push forward, and he's making the most of it. Alpha 7 refusing to lose.
Not yet. They will not go quietly. An Influence Rage on the south side looking to guard this one out. Carrillo, though, could slip through the cracks as a solo. It's a lot easier to go unnoticed, but unfortunately, the firefight around him has drawn the attention of their regional teammates, and they will have to move through it. Carrillo, I don't expect him to be getting too much further, but he could leave north side, try and get in amongst it.
Well, they did it as a duo. Can Carrillo do it as a solo? That would be even crazier. Don't count him out, but I agree with you. Now you're going for placement points. You're in survival mode, and luckily for Carrillo, Influence Rage has backed away. It doesn't look like they're going to crash in on him, so should be just fine. And while he'll be a solo, wreaking havoc on the remaining rosters. Falcons moving in as Course Vision now wants to take on the Falcons. Let's see how it unfolds.
A double roll up again as teams start to move. This is what hard shifts bring. Action left and right. Redox on the inside goes down first. The pump action from Never Alone and the flush as well. So Falcons fighting with 3. Navallo wins the trade. The pump action winning the day, and a second as well. Koa's there for the backup. There's a nade. It doesn't sit, and Navallo can now look for this healing on the northeast side. Aura are nearby, and it looks like they're going to roll in for the fight.
There it goes. Hey, Order wants this. They need it. Points so valuable to catch up. They're already in top 3, but they want a little bit more. Vision taking damage on the stairway, but don't worry, because you got Narvalo from the Falcons who's been holding it down, and you mentioned Horror. Well, here they are. Sleepy, no fear, starting to take the house opposite of Team Falcons. We've now lost a roster, and all attention on Falcons versus Horror now.
Massive pickup on the back line of Horror as well, meaning they're 2 players on the inside. Losing that off angle is huge. It draws the attention out that way, and a knock on the forefront as well. Falcons are splitting the difference here on the fight beautifully, as they will look for more.
Narvalo, I mean, he has just been doing quite literally everything. All eyes on him. The tip of the spear for this roster to take down Sleepy and No Fear. Ralph also moving in as well. You gotta think they've got a power position. That stairway is always hard to push up, though. It's gonna be a choke point, and you know dang well Horror's gonna be looking straight down it.
Immediately finding these flushes as well. They beautifully split the attention. An off angle, a third party coming through from Power as they sweep through the back line, and it is going to be turning tail and running the story for Horror now in the rest of this match. 2 players alive. Sleepy's not long for this one. The point gets stolen though, and it goes over to Power.
So now it's Jiggle Sky. They're going to go in and dip. They're going to get within zone. They're going to play the survival game like Alpha 7's Carrillo, but I'd rather have 2 than 1. Either way, that's how it ended up unfolding. Power Esports, who's had such a struggle throughout our tournaments, not one of the first teams out, mind you, so maybe good news for them. We talk about at the halfway point, 9 more games remaining. I'm hoping Power is able to turn things around in this airing game.
We didn't really talk about it too much with all the fighting going on, but the circle shift was another hard southwest side shift, which means that Falcons had to move fast and early. Unfortunately, they weren't in the best of shapes to do it, as Horror do finally bite the dust. It means that Falcons are going to have to crash in a suboptimal situation to the north side. Same story going to be true for Power, as they have now wasted a little bit of time, I think it's safe to say, on this northeast side.
So Phallic, he's going to be the scout, kind of breaking away from 4 Thrives, who are going to be just up to the northeast of where he's currently at, and maybe calling out Solus, who I believe is down, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a bit of a crash, though. Falcons continuing to get into engagements, and this time it doesn't work out.
Regnum Kaya, the ones to receive that in the ditch, in the divot. It's going to go down for the Falcons, and I don't think that their lone player is going to get to... Hang on a minute, take it back, Koa with a drive-by onto Romy.